These days, beach volleyball is truly an international game. But up until the early 1990s, it was a very different story. The sport, particularly the men's game, was dominated by Americans, almost all from California. The dominant tour in the world, the AVP Tour, did not have a single foreign-born player. So when a young Jose Loiola from the small Brazilian town of Vitória and his partner, Eduardo Anginho Basile, started entering AVP events in 1993, they were a real curiosity. And even though the Brazilians were accomplished in their home country, Jose was a junior national champion in Brazil and had competed in FIVB events, there was no shortage of skepticism about their chances of success on the AVP Tour. That skepticism was quickly stuffed out as Jose and Anginho had a tremendous rookie season, finishing in the top 5 in 11 events, including 4 second-place finishes. And it was impossible to be skeptical once you saw Jose hit a volleyball. There have been many players with hops in the history of professional beach volleyball, but perhaps no one has soared out of the sand higher and with more grace than Jose Loiola. With his whip of an arm, he could hit high and hard over the biggest of blocks. Even jaded tour vets would crowd around his court during those early years just to gawk at his hitting. After his successful partnership with Anginho, Jose took his game to another level on the AVP Tour, first with partner Adam Johnson, and then with Kent Steffes. Jose won 11 tournaments with Johnson and 17 with Steffes, including 13 victories in 1997, one of the best seasons in history. Jose was voted the best offensive player on the AVP Tour 4 times and was named the Tour MVP in '97. Jose backed up his athleticism with quintessential Brazilian enthusiasm and fire. As Jose grew more comfortable on the AVP Tour, he let his dynamic personality shine, exhorting the crowd to cheer him on after a good play. He quickly became a fan favorite. In the late 1990s, Jose started focusing more on the growing international circuit. He won 20 times on the FIVB Tour, primarily with Emmanuel Rigo, winning the FIVB Tour Championship in 1999 and representing Brazil in the Sydney Olympics. He and Rigo were named by the FIVB as one of the 2 best volleyball teams of the 1990s. While Jose will always be a proud Brazilian, he has truly found a home in the beach cities of California. He married his lovely wife Pam, a Manhattan Beach native, and settled down here, raising 4 children. He passes on his love of volleyball through his club program and coaching with U.S. Volleyball. He is as passionate about beach volleyball as a coach as he was as a player. While his roots will always be planted in Brazil, he's found his rightful place here in the California Beach Volleyball Hall of Fame.
In '97, he started to play with Steffes, and he played with Steffes in '97 and '98. And in '97, they were the top team, and they were pretty incredible together. But Loiola was just starting to learn how to win, and he got so good at, there's a confidence level. Once you win, then you think you can win again, and he started to pick that up, and all his skills started to get better. I mean, he was always trying to make himself a better player and a better person. He used to do these workouts at Gold's Gym with Flavio. Was that guy's name? Flavio. And I went and watched one time, and they're doing these plyometrics, and it's a 2-hour workout, plyometrics, weights, and then they're doing these stretches, and he's all the way outstretched, and then we'd go work out on the beach against Billy D over there. He was terrible.
William D.
Billy D. But, for those 4 years that I was coaching with Loiola, he was the best player. The guy was incredible. He was doing stuff that I never thought about doing when I played. He just took it to a new level, and he got so good and was so, the one word I just want to say that it's his passion. He has a passion for life, and he had a passion for volleyball. I think that to me explains Loiola. It's just he's really passionate about life, and he always had been. He always made it fun for me to coach. It was fun to hang out with him. We'd go on those trips, and even during these games, like, you know, I felt like I was playing when he was playing. You know, I don't know if you remember this. There was this one time, now he was starting to get good, so he could do what he wanted to. And he's playing Stokey, and it's 14, he's got 14, and he looks over at me, he goes, Mengie, watch this. And I'm going like this. So he hits this jump serve, ace down the line, and Stokey just exploded. He just went, dude, you can't talk to him during the game. He just went nuts, but I never forget that. He just says, watch that. I go, Stokey, I didn't tell him to jump serve down the line. He just, whatever. It was. Loiola was, in my opinion, one of the best guys to ever play beach volleyball. And it was my honor to coach him. So he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
It's an honor to be here, remembered between all Loiola's great partners. Thank you, buddy. Well, I saw him rise and shine. I'm the only witness who saw him growing up in Brazil from the humble beginnings. Playing basketball, playing soccer, and playing volleyball at the ending. And I was glad to meet him like I was 17 years old. We got a great relationship to the day. True and bad, being cheap the way he is, but we know that, Jimmy. But it's been a great journey. I think he deserves to be here. He is a best friend and a great player.
Wow, what can I say? This guy's pretty much said everything. I'm gonna take a bar of his speech. I'm gonna be really short. Although I'm not a good storyteller, so I promise I'm gonna keep this short. But well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for those two guys, because those two guys, they represent the landmark in my career. Gio, because we came here together from Brazil, and he brought me here. He was like the guy, my partner, my friend, my brother. We came together and we conquered, be able to come from Brazil to a different country and be able to compete in the best tour back in these days. It was awesome. I think that landmark that he set brought me in here, coming here. He was the one with the initiative in Brazil. Hey, we gotta go check it out. We gotta go to California. And then I come in here and I meet this guy, Jay Menges, that another landmark in my career that took my game to a different level. I think with him, that's how I learned how to win the game. I think with his mentality, his toughness, I think I've learned a lot from this guy, you know what I mean? Not to mention that, there's a lot of people that I like to say thank you throughout my career, you know what I mean? But if I be here, say thank you to everyone, I would have been here all day, because I've got a lot of people that the reason why I was so successful, because I have a lot of people behind me, be able to help me out with workouts, be able to help me out with, training, and also too, my family, you know what I mean? That's the biggest help of all. I think without them, it wouldn't be nothing, you know what I mean? It's nothing like when you are an athlete and you know that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're still gonna have people that backing you up, no matter what happens, no matter how good you are, no matter the results, if you win or lose. I think they're all consequence of the game, but be able to have a strong foundation with your family, I think that's really important in the game. And also to be surrounded of friends. And a lot of people asking me though, what is the greatest tournament, the greatest thing you have accomplished? And I said until today, you know what I mean? For me, I'm not gonna say one tournament that made my career or two or three. I think being here and being part of this, I think that's the great honor for me. And the great landmark, the great highlight of my career. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I'm like Menges said, I'm coaching, I'm able to, I'm coaching some of the USA Volleyball, some of the athletes that are here. We had great experiences, great tournaments this year, you know what I mean? And I think for me, it's just life, it's not like a journey. It's a destination that I still haven't accomplished yet. It's just like my volleyball career. I had a great journey into today, but that's not the destination. There's a lot more to come, and the way I'm gonna try to prove that, it's like coaching, passing along my passion, what I have for these sports, and be able to help other people, be able to help other players. And I think to me that's the only thing that I can left, you know what I mean, until this day. You know, be able to pass along everything I've learned about this game, that it wasn't because of this game I would have been here in California, in this country. I wouldn't have met my family. I wouldn't have nothing that I have. My best friends here, the people that I love, it's all because of beach volleyball. That's all I have to say.